I was contacted one of very popular influencers in Lithuania, that is praeities žvalgas, seeker of the past, in English maybe. And he's very supporting on the Ukraine side on the ongoing war, as most people in Lithuania are. So we would do a special build for an auction. He's often driving there into Ukraine, giving supplies, driving cars that will be used by soldiers and stuff like that. And he got one of the Hardox chest plates, which was hit by a bullet, saved the life of a soldier. And we want to remake this artifact into an auction knife. I know that Hardox is not a suitable steel for knife. It won't hold an edge very well, and it cannot be hardened, as it has very small percentage of carbon in it, so it's not hardenable, but it's very tough. So this will be more of a cabinet piece, let's say, more of an artifact or a prize of an auction, where the funds go to a very good and very important cause to fight a terrorist state. Yeah, it's already worked a little bit on, so you are not going to see the full chest plate, but you are going to see the rough shape. So yeah, let's go and let's see what I got. This is where we are in the process. This is the rough shape. We got a lot of problems with it, as it has been cut out from the chest plate, like in a vertical side, as it had two very serious bends. The chest plate is actually bent in a few, I think 3 lines on the chest to go around. So the blade was bent like this, which is not very good when you want to put on scales, do grinding and stuff like that. And also you can see this is the place where it got hit with a bullet, and it was also bent like this, and it was very severe. Without annealing it, I tried to unbend it, bend it backwards, and I used all of my might. Yeah, it's a very tough 7mm steel, which is pretty much impossible to deform like that. So we brought it to a local blacksmith who has a forge, and he just annealed it and straightened it out in a workable manner. Also, I have the other pieces of the plate. Also, you can see this is one of the sides. Oh, my glove ripped off. It's pretty sharp, and it's very hard to cut with a bandsaw, but it's the side of the chest plate. So this came from a legit piece that has been shot. Yeah, I will go and profile it, because it's not very ergonomic. I will do the handle shaping. It's pretty heavy. It will be in a manner of a military dark blade that's supposed to look pretty brutal and pretty nice. I won't make a sheath for it. I will make a stand, so nobody tries to carry it out in the field and use it, but more like a centerpiece in their home. I would like first to get the handle done, as it would be held in with screws, then easily take it off, just to get the general feel of the ergonomics, and then I will do the actual grinding of the bevels. So what I have done off the camera, as it's not in the time lapse, while I was smoothing the handle out, there are some pretty big dents, which are, with my tooling at least, pretty hard to straighten out. I have drilled a third hole in the center, so the screws are holding very tightly, and the actual handle scales are complying to the unevenness, let's say, of the actual tang. So it won't be as perfectly straight, but I think we don't want that, as at least I'm not going with that feel, as this is supposed to be authentic and battle worn, and as it's not supposed to be a polished and beautiful blade, as it should carry the vibe and the feel of what is going on. So, and the handle scales will be from, I think I will use some Nordplex Canvas micarta that would be sandblasted and then coated in oil to give it just that rich dark, but also be grippy. And we will see what we will do with the screws. Maybe I'll use some Cerakoted that are pretty dark gray. Maybe if I do a acid edge, that would go nicely together with the acid edged bevels. I did the handle and I used the rock patterning that was not any pattern, but it's called Anzo pattern, as he is the Anzo of Denmark. He's the inventor of this pattern, and he started using it. I'm digging that the start of the scale will be the same as the start of the grind. I'm intentionally keeping the grind pretty low so you can have that bullet mark there. And yeah, it just feels buff and tough in the hand. Can't wait for it to lose a lot of weight when we do the bevel grinding. I think the grinds on the blade turned out really well. The bullet hit point actually makes a dip in this side and it goes out on this side. So we are contacting this earlier, so that's why we have a riser in the grind line, but I think that's okay. Black handle scales, these are already oiled, and black screws, because I want that darker perimeter. I think it would go nicely with the grayish screws, and the only shiny thing would be the bevel and the sharpening line. Well, in the end, I thought that I did not like the fully matte black handle. It was only sandblasted, so I thought I'll go and do some glass bead blasting, and it turned out pretty nice. There is this, you can see the patterning, the Anzo pattern that I did. It also has that micro structure. If you look up really close, I don't know if it focuses, these are small mountains and valleys inside these bigger valleys. Show you how I polish the other one. I think it turned out great. It will be a cabinet piece. I put on the edge. It doesn't hold the edge for nothing. It cannot cut paper. You can make it cut paper, but after that it won't cut anything. So it's more of a showpiece, basically to have the storytelling about the bullet mark and to have it as a representation in some sort of a medium that is my specialty, knife making. So I will put on maybe some b-roll or nicer shots here in the video so you can see the final and finished product. And yeah, I think the whole balance of the knife, the whole visual thing came out really well. It is going to be for a good cause. All of the funds will be going to support Ukraine. So don't forget that it is still going on, and it's been a year, and it is so easy to forget. I will maybe put a auction link in the description, maybe post about the auction on Instagram and Facebook so everybody knows and can go participate. So if you want this one of a kind piece, you can go and get it.